what it do, gon' tell me how you feel. Chillin' with the big dog, giving you the real deal. No lies or gimmicks, keep it authentic. It's time to turn up, yeah, it's time to get it. Hey.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Big Dog, and we're back again with another podcast. Let's get rid of all this stuff right here, and let's start this podcast with a bang. Whoa, guys, the end of the year is here. A full, blasted, blown, phenomenal year. I mean, it was amazing. It was fast. It was quick. It was like a blink of an eye. I mean, I hope every single one of you guys out there, well, as we always like to start, that's first and foremost before I even tell anything about you guys. Let's thank the Lord that we are alive to live another day, because tomorrow's never promised, ladies and gentlemen. So now when we start this podcast, I hope every single one of you guys out there had a beautiful year. I hope you guys did what you wanted to do, accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. I know along the way there's a lot of things that happen, and things with family members, friends. So many things happen in a year so fast, in a blink of an eye. You got your eyes open, and then all of a sudden when you close them and you open them again, that's it. It's gone. It's vanished. This is a recap. I just want to be grateful for every person that's come into my life, every person that has left my life. People come and go all the time. I always tell everybody that you need to remember that the Lord always puts people in people's lives for a specific reason. And whenever their time is done and they're gone, don't ever question God why they left. It is what it is, and that's just how life is. So let's just keep moving forward and just be grateful for the ones that are there in your life, whether if it's just your family members, whether if it's just a handful of friends, whatever the case may be. But I am super grateful, and not only because it's another year, because it's another year added to my age. And I thank God every single day that I'm getting older. I know it sounds cliche, because a lot of people think that you want to be younger, but I wouldn't change that for the world. I am where I am today because I'm older. I'm so grateful for having specific people in my life, like my wife, my son, and the world keeps going. The ones that I love, the new friends that are in my life, the new people that are in my life, everything. People that come to our facility, people that leave our facility. There's so many things that are going on. But what we do is we go ahead and we hold a lot of resentment on the past. You can never go back to the past. You can only keep moving forward. You're never going to pick up those pieces of the puzzle. You're never going to pick up that time anymore. You just got to keep going, and you got to add whatever was going on into your book, what we call your book of life. You need to add all of that stuff to the missing pages that are going and that are going to continue to go, because you're going to continue turning pages every single year and every single day, every single minute, every single moment, every single hour. And it's going to keep going and going and going. You need to do that. You need to continue writing in that book your failures, the things that you did accomplish, the things that you didn't accomplish, what you want to accomplish, what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want to stand, who you want to be. All of those things every year is going to be one step closer to that. For me, it's becoming wiser. It's less stress. I know it sounds crazy. When you get older, it is true what old people say. It is true what your grandparents tell you. When you get older, you start to not worry so much. You start to not care. It's not that you don't care about people. You stop to care what people think or say, because you've already heard it before. You see, when you're young, there's things that people tell you, you believe them. You start to believe what a person tells you. So if I'm a person that's guiding you in the right direction, I open up my door, I give you everything. I help you in every single aspect possible, whether it's from school, whether it's getting a job, whether it's buying a car, whatever it is, the case may be. But then you get your young group. So what happens is envy, jealousy, yes, okay, haters, whatever you want to call them. They're the ones who try to go and manipulate you. And even I've even seen it in adults, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen adults go to kids. So I've seen situations that a person that's like 40 years old starts trying to compare himself, because that's my friend. Okay, we'll use me as an example. That's my boy Eddie. And then I'm going to go to this young kid over here, and I'm going to confuse his mind, and I'm going to make up lies because he's getting close to that kid. I mean, the reason why you're getting close to the kid is because you want to see your new generation grow up the way you did. You want to see them hustle, grind. You want to see them focused, because you know that we got all these social media outlets now. People are getting lazier and lazier and lazier every day. You know, I heard something yesterday that the guy says, when I was 14, this is true. When I was 14, I got my driver's license. When I was 16, I was already working. When I was 17, I was out of the house. You know, and when I was 18, 19, I was already building up my credit, my credibility. I was already building up everything so that I can buy myself a house at 21. Whatever. True. Okay. Now you got, when I was 16, I dropped out of high school. When I was 17, I started working at McDonald's. When I was, skip the time and go, when I was 35, I'm living in my mom's basement. I don't have a girlfriend. I am always playing video games. I'm always on the computer, and I'm never doing anything. I don't go to the gym. I don't do anything because I'm always on the computer playing video games or looking at social media or on Instagram or Facebook or whatever the case may be. That's how our generation has become now. So when I see someone young and I want to change that and I want to motivate them, I want to try to help them. See, you can't help the whole entire world. We already know that. I'm not going to change who I am. You see, I got a guy, Ron's, the Black Mamba. So yesterday, he told me how much he appreciated me for all the times that he's been with me, how many years, 18 years, so forth and so on. And he's telling the younger group and the people, you know, this guy will continue to help others no matter if you burn him, no matter if you stab him in his back, no matter what you do. And I always want to tell him that I appreciate him. I applaud him. I want to give him a dozen roses. And everybody was like, what the hell are you talking about? You see, it's the same way you give roses to a woman. He was just giving you a perspective of, I'm giving him roses and saying that I appreciate him. He didn't really give me roses in my hand, but he's saying how much, you know, what I do for the community, what I do for the generation now, and how I continue to help without any resentment, without being angry. Things hurt, of course, always, but you got to keep going. You know that if you are the person, okay, like God does, help people, and you are that angel, and you are doing it because you want to, and you are helping people, don't expect anything in return. A lot of us expect things in return, and it's not going to happen. So this whole entire year, I had no expectations of that. My expectations are to be a better father, to be a better man, to be a better businessman, to be a better husband, to be a better friend, to be a better to my community, and so forth and so on. You know, so many things have come about. You know, I even was able to be lucky enough to talk about Ron DeSantis, you know, and stuff like that outside of the gym, promoting our gym, what he did for us, and so forth and so on, you know, and those things are growing, and more things are to come, but everything is with patience and time. All of us want to run. All of us want to race to the finish line, and we want to get there right now. Just like I hear, because you see one person become a professional athlete. So you get this girl, okay? And this girl comes from a background of already being athletic, etc. The list goes on. And then this girl really isn't a girl, it's a woman. And this woman has been doing this for a lot of years. So she goes, she competes, and she wins the whole entire show, and then she goes automatically and qualifies, and she gets to nationals, and it's one and done. Boom. And then now everybody goes and says, I'm going to be just like her. I'm going to do the same thing. Physically impossible. I just said it wasn't a girl. Okay, it's a woman. So she's already been doing it for the past 10 years. The problem is, you know, if let's say she's in another country where she's not able to compete or whatever, it doesn't have papers or restrictions or whatever that, and then finally coming to the United States of America, getting her papers and doing all the things that she needed to do, and then unites back with the coaches that she already had and puts all the pieces of the puzzle, it was already meant to be. You know, that person was already an athlete from before. So I do want to say that on specific perspectives, because a lot of us think that it's, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to copy this person, I'm going to copy that person. You can go ahead and do all that stuff, and it's probably not going to work, because everything in life is time. And I just said that she took about 10 years to get where she wanted to get to now. Yeah, she went back to back and won everything. Awesome. But she already had a foundation. So what that is telling all of us is that with time, so you can go ahead and take 10 years off and start preparing yourself and getting yourself into the best shape of your life and finally look the way you want to look. And then you go ahead and it's the same thing for you. You're going to tell your story. You're going to say it wasn't one and done. I took off 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years to get this going and put all the pieces of the puzzle into perspective with my life, with what I wanted to do, with my studying, going to college, doing this, if I have a family, my working and all that, and putting all the pieces before I go ahead and commit 1000% to this and go balls to the wall, and then boom, and it happens. But a lot of us tend to forget that we don't see where they started all the way to where they ended. Okay, we only think and we wake up and see what we see on social media, and social media is incorrect. It's the same way that nowadays everyone has filters, filters. Okay, I call them fillers. Sorry, but filters to all their pictures and posts, and you got athletes and things like that. You got even in the professional league, and then you have people. Hey, I'll say it. You have people like Johnny Styles. Johnny Styles is there telling you the truth and showing you the truth. And then you got these other guys that are on social media and these other guys on YouTube and all these other guys that do the same thing. And then they put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And then they go ahead and show you, how come you didn't look like that on stage? So you look one way on stage and you know, with your pictures and all your photo bombs and all your collage and all your fixing and scratching and etching and all this and making you look a specific way. And then that's not what you look like. Then you get on stage and you're like, what the hell happened? What'd you do? Eat 20 boxes of pizza? Eat 100,000 hamburgers? That. You guys cannot go into the future, go into the next year, going into 2023, thinking that you're going to go ahead and do all these filters and do all these fake things and all this stuff. It's not going to get you anywhere. Hard work, time, work under the radar, be quiet, work in silence, let your actions speak for themselves, and keep moving forward. You don't have to post every damn thing that you do on social media. You don't have to post when you take a shit. You don't have to post when you go to the bathroom and take a selfie in the bathroom and then I take a piss and this is what I do and this is what I eat and this is the time that I do it. I mean, Jesus, that's your job? That's what you do all day? You spend more time on social media than you do speaking to your mom, to your dad, to your girlfriend, to your boyfriend, spending time with your kids, whatever the case may be. Everything's about social media. And then what happens when it's all gone? And you burn your bridges and you lie to your fans and everything goes away. And all it is a lie after a lie because facts keep coming up. Facts keep happening. Things that you did in your past will pop up. You'll go ahead and get an example for myself. If I go ahead and lie, which I was okay with it and tell everybody what happened to me in my past, you know, me going to prison and stuff like that back in the days, and I go ahead and say, that didn't happen to me. I don't know what you're talking about. It's going to eventually pop up. It's eventually going to show. And then I'm going to I'm not going to be credible. You know, I'm going to lose my credibility because I lied. There's no reason to lie. It is what it is. It happened and it happened. You learn your lesson. You keep moving forward. It makes you a better person, whatever the case may be. Now, if you want to know what truly happened, you have to go ahead and ask me. I already said the story. I don't have to repeat it 1,000 times. You can look it up. It's on personal records, but I don't have nothing to hide. Nothing, because I'm not perfect. None of us are fucking perfect in this world. Not one single damn human being is perfect. The only man that's perfect in this world is the man upstairs, period. All right, guys? So me going into 2023, or all of you that's about to go into 2023, you need to get your little notebook. That's the book of life. Okay, and you need to write down everything. Like me, everybody, you know, I wanted to keep doing this. I needed to get back to the laptop, get back to this. I was procrastinating, ladies and gentlemen. You know, and that's what we do a lot. We procrastinate in life. We're always waiting and tomorrow and tomorrow never gets there. You just got to fucking do it. Go balls to the wall, period. And this is what's going to happen now. This is what we're going to do all the time. So many people kept asking me. I didn't really believe it. I didn't really know that if people really wanted me to continue to speak. But I'm not going to speak on bashing people or anything like that. No, I'm going to speak on what I feel, my feelings, because, you know, I'm happy to be alive. I'm grateful every single day. And as I'm evolving and more patient and more calm and being relaxed, things open up. Doors open up for you. God never shuts one door without closing another. God will always open one door and close the other one behind you. Okay? Period. He never shuts a door without opening another one. We all know that. So if you think that you close one door, that he's not going to open up the other one, you got something going on wrong in your mind and in your brain and in your heart. But everything is patience. You know the devil's going to come. You know he's going to be creeping up, because when you're happy, you know shit hits the fan. When you're happy and you have your life and you have your group and you have your family and you have your friends and you have everything, and you're posting stuff on social media and how happy you are and your competitions and you're prepping and this and that, always there's a fucking hater. Even though you may think, or he doesn't think, or somebody's going to talk shit about you or bash you, I always say this, ladies and gentlemen, if someone's talking good about you or someone's talking bad about you, you're doing something right. Period. When they don't talk about you, there's something going on. You need to be skeptical on that. So I hope every single one of you guys has a phenomenal finishing up this year and go into the new year with a new mindset, on the right path, going in the right direction. I know we're always going to get a little off course. We're going to steer to the left and steer to the right. It always happens. But once you get back on that horse, once you get back on that train, and once you get back on that airplane, meaning being the pilot, being the conductor, and being in charge of yourself and your life and moving forward in the right direction, you're going to go very far in life. But don't expect things to happen overnight. Don't expect things to happen a snap of a finger, because it's not going to happen in a snap of a finger. It's going to take time. There's so many people that will tell you this, and so many people that are motivators and things like that. We all go through problems. We all go through situations. Just because we're talking to you and we're motivating you doesn't mean that we don't have our own problems and our own situations that are going on in our lives. Every single human being has a problem. It may be a different problem, but it's a problem. It's something that's going on in your life. It's an obstacle that you're faced with. Not one single person does not face anything. I want to be like this guy. I want to be like that guy. You don't know what that guy's going through. They always tell you more money, more problems. Yeah, but I want this, I want that. Sometimes you won't get what you want or what you ask for, or you want the millions. God is not going to give it to you. You got to go work for it. And then when you do work for it, you're going to appreciate it a lot more. Okay? And it's just like that. In a snap of a finger that you're a millionaire, and a snap of a finger that it's all gone. It's like I always tell you, bada boom, bada bang, chicka chung, chicka chang. It's all gone, baby, ladies and gentlemen. It's all gone. Be happy with what you have in front of you. Live simple. Live happy. Hey, simple can be rich. Simple can be poor. It's however you make your simple. It's whatever you do with your life. This is Big Dog, as I'm always kicking you the real deal. I hope you have a beautiful new year. I hope you move into the right direction. I hope you open up your fucking brain and your mind and stop worrying about this social media stuff. If you're using it for your outlets, if you're using it for your business, if you're using it for specific things, how we use it, how we use to promote the gym, the food truck, the supplement store, the supplement brand, every single outlet, then awesome, phenomenal. Yes, use it to your advantage. If you're promoting for other stuff and it's not working, then you need to find another outlet. But it's awesome that we have social media. It's awesome that we have YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all these things, Twitter, all of this stuff, because we can use it to our advantage. We can use it to reach people, help people, do this, do that, promote. All of the things that we used to have to do back then was a lot of hard work, a lot of labor, which I still loved, walking around, passing out cards, all that stuff. But now we have this phenomenal outlet that we got, like we were talking about yesterday. Now we don't even use business cards anymore. There's so many different apps. There's so many different things that your business cards on your phone. You can send it. You can airdrop it. You can do so many different things. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is. It's the future. It's technology. And we got to go with what we got. Period. And if you don't want to learn and you want to stay back in the past and you want to stay in the ancient times, hey, then you stay back there. It doesn't matter. But we got to move and we got to adapt to whatever they bring and whatever they put in our path. This is Big Dog once again. I love you with all my heart and soul. And as I always like to leave you with a do, bada boom, bada bang, chicka chung, chicka what? Chicka chang. And I'm out this motherfucker.
What it do? Gon' tell me how you feel. Chillin' with the big dog, giving you the real deal. No lies or gimmicks, keep it authentic. It's time to turn up, yeah, it's time to get it. Hey.